one thing that has gotten increasingly annoying to see is people in one breath saying, hey, the job market is very scary. It's very sparse in opportunities. A lot of people aren't getting jobs. And in the next breath, some people are willing to risk the jobs that they already have just to essentially say, well, I did what all I could, but I want to be on the right side of history. I want to make sure that I'm not supporting this thing, even though you need the money. You need to pay bills, rent, electricity, internet, all these things. You want to enjoy lavish vacations, you need money, and that requires a job. And if you already have a job, it'd be best not to risk your job doing or saying something stupid or just quitting your job, I guess, for the vibe.
So I'm going to quit my job on Monday.
Why?
And granted, this is something I cannot afford to do.
Why? I'm about to lose my mind. I ain't even 10 seconds in. You know that you can't afford to do it. And you know the reason why is because you need money. I'm almost certain. I don't want to assume anything about this woman's life, but I'm just going to go out on a limb. Probably got some bills, internet, rent, something like that. And you need this. You need an old dollar bill. You need one of these in making sure that you make it in this world. Because if you ain't got this, you can't afford that nice little bed you got, the lights, the ceiling fan, that painting back there, all of that, them tattoos you got. You need money. So why?
And it's also a job that I fucking love. I love this job so much, and it's gonna break my heart.
Okay, why?
The owner of this place that I work, she supports Donald Trump, and
oh my God. Listen, sometimes sacrifices need to be made. And you know what? Maybe one good time you could sacrifice your political pride for a little bit of money. You wouldn't be the first, madam, and you're not gonna be the last. And you know, in a world, maybe in this woman's mind, she could quit her job and she could voice the frustrations on the internet and she could live lavish and asking the internet, please support me for being on the right side of history because I don't want to work or be employed by somebody who voted for Donald Trump, please. And she'd probably make a couple $100,000 like most of these people do if they go viral enough. But madam, you're losing it. You need the money. You got your dream job, apparently, based on what you said. This is a job you love, but you willing to throw it just for nothing.
Nice. And refuses to back down on it. She voted, and I've just been...
And first of all, and another thing, why are we talking in the workplace? Now, I don't know what job you have or how you work or any of that. But when I punch in, I'm there to do my job. I'm not there to mingle with you people. And then when I punch out, I go home. I'm not interested in talking to y'all about anything going on in the world today. Run me my paycheck for my 9 to 5.
Just been holding my tongue so bad because I love this job and obviously I need the money. What the fuck am I gonna do? I don't know, but I have to quit my job.
No, you don't. You liar. No, you don't. This is your second time saying you need the money. You need the money. We all need money. We all need our jobs. This is not the time for people to be risking their money. It's not. Everyone knows it. But what are you talking about, bro?
I'm going to document it. I'm going to record it.
Why?
And post it. And it's going to be awful. But I refuse to look back on this time in history and say that I didn't do every single thing I can to not support anyone who supports this. I have to be on the right side of the history books, and I can't.
Great. The history books are not going to remember a random woman who quit her job essentially for the vibe. The history books are not going to remember a woman who probably wanted to mingle with coworkers for some odd fucking reason and thought to herself, maybe you all might be my new friends, and once we clock out, we could go drink. Oh my God, you voted differently from me? I don't want to be in this horrible work environment even though I need the money. I love this job, dream job, I like it here. Oh God, I can't be around here. It's not just of the vibe, and I'm gonna record it and make sure it's so impactful and it's so powerful, and I'm gonna be on the right side of history. Madam, Renee Good, the woman who got shot by the ICE agent, is going to end up in the history book somehow. You are not, because you're not doing anything of substance to be a part of the history books. You're just here. You're just someone talking. You're not making a difference. You're not changing the world for the better or the worse. You're just changing your life for the worst, because you sit here and you think this is somehow going to do something good for the rest of the population. And while you sit there very comfortably, sitting in your bed, sitting in your home, nice and warm with that ceiling fan, Mexicans are being deported. While you sit there and perform for anyone who's watching you on any of these social media apps, the people you claim to want to be on the right side of history for are being deported. They're being separated from their families. They're being put in these camps, probably getting abused based on how some of these articles write about them. And you're sitting there doing nothing, pissing your own life away, I guess, so that you could maybe be a part of the vibe. This performative fucking nature is nothing, and it changes nothing, and it benefits no one. Because I guarantee you this, that Mexican who just got deported and separated from his family, his wife, and his daughter, oh God, thank you, madam. You did such a great job quitting your job. Oh God, we've needed you to give up your type of employment for nothing, and that's gonna make me go home to see my family. No! I'm gonna tell you how you, madam, are going to be remembered. You're going to be remembered like this: by a black guy making fun of you for performing for people you don't even mingle around, for performing for people who are getting their lives changed, for people who are not going to see what you're doing and thank you for it. They're going to be annoyed by you, because instead of dedicating time to maybe going to a protest, maybe calling up politicians and voicing your frustrations and reaching out to them and trying to get them to go to the White House and enact some type of change, instead of doing anything that could actually benefit for the future, you're worried about yourself. You're worried about looking good. You're worried about making sure that people see you as a hero, and that is not how you will be remembered. You will be looked at as somebody who dedicated time to performing than actually creating any sort of change. And that is why I and many others laugh at people like you, because you think you are changing the world. You think that you are changing something for the better. You think that how you're operating right now is something beneficial for the people you claim to care about. But in actuality, you are just stupid. And if you end up, God forbid, not being able to find a job that I guess has a bunch of people who all think just like you, congratulations. All the fucking rent and bills you gotta pay, it's gonna be a while before you able to actually pay them off, because you ain't got no money, because you wanted to quit your job, all because you don't know how to just go in there, ignore a motherfucker who's talking about politics, punch in, do your job, and punch the fuck out. I have been telling y'all this for the longest, that this matters. Money matters. And it don't matter your job, your skin color, your ethnicity. It don't matter any of these things. Try to make some money. I know you might have it in your mind to just start selling that box and thinking that I'm going to be paying $3.99 for that, but the answer is no, because I am dedicated to saving my money, investing my money, and becoming a millionaire. And I'm not going to waste my time hoping to benefit some fool who wants to pretend like she cares about Mexican people. It's ridiculous. So in the grand scheme, you failed in trying to be a hero. You failed in trying to be an activist. You failed in trying to be somebody who cares about Latinos or Latinxes. You failed because you valued being seen more than you valued actually doing something of note. Pathetic.